Hello, my name is Michael Delaney. I am a business development officer with Arboretum Wealth and Trust Management. Today, we are going to take a look at some of the problems that commonly face trustees. To do this, we're going to be examining the film The Descendants, starring George Clooney, who plays the trustee of a trust. Let's let him explain his dilemma.
My great-great-grandmother was Princess Margaret Kealohilani, one of the last direct descendants of King Kamehameha. She was originally supposed to marry her cousin, but she fell in love with Edward King, her haole banker, whose parents had been missionaries. Between his land deals and her huge inheritance, generations of their descendants, all of us, have watched the past unfurl millions into our laps through leases and sales. Now, something called the Rule Against Perpetuities is forcing us to dissolve the trust, and we're selling our last huge parcel of virgin Hawaiian land.
So, let's listen to Mr. King describe why he's perfectly trained to be the trustee.
Unlike a lot of my cousins, I haven't blown my share of the trust money. Just like my father before me, I live only on the income from my law practice. I don't want my Not only am I the sole trustee, but I specialize in real estate transaction law, so a few of the more involved cousins have been meeting with me regularly to analyze the bids.
So that's the setup. Matt King has one job, to sell the family farm, and he has all the training and experience he needs to do it. This should be no problem at all. Well, let's take a look.
My family meets in 6 days to approve a buyer. But ever since my father died, I'm the sole trustee, which means I alone hold all the cards. The proposals are virtually the same: hotels, shopping centers, condos, and golf courses.
I have some major concerns.
A Chicago group is offering $500 million, but we're leaning towards a lower bid from a guy named Don Hollitzer. He's actually from Kauai, made a fortune in Silicon Valley. Old cousin Hugh is pushing us in that direction, and I say, why not? The money would come from Hawaii and stay in Hawaii.
So Matt has decided that he's going to use majority rule to make his decision. He's going to involve the entire family, tell them about the proposals, find out what they want to do. But now what he's discovering is that because he ultimately has to make the decision himself, he is now the subject of lobbying efforts by not only the rest of his family, but everyone on the island. Here's Matt just taking a vacation with his family, and one of his cousins corners him.
So you here to talk to some of the cousins? Make sure everybody's happy with your choice? Pay your respects to Cousin Hugh?
No, nothing like that. Just a little hole to get the kids out of town.
But it is Hollitzer, right?
My husband's family's from Kauai. Pepe, born and bred. They hope you don't sell.
You don't say.
All that traffic it's gonna make.
So now Matt is starting to understand all the pressures of being the trustee. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a preference about who he should sell this property to. And on top of that, just because this is the sort of situation where there's going to be family issues, Matt has his own problems to deal with.
So if we do go ahead and take her off the machines.
There's no if. It's when. I have a legal obligation. You know that.
So now Matt has learned that his wife, who was in a coma from a boating accident, isn't going to pull out of that coma. This is waiting on every decision that he is making.
Elizabeth's gonna make it out okay. I know it.
But then it gets worse, because his daughter's going to drop a bombshell on him.
Dad, Mom was cheating on you.
Is there any news?
In fact, there is. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Who is he? Does she love him?
Matt. Brian Spear. His name's Brian Spear.
So now, on top of everything else he has going on top of all the responsibilities that he has as trustee of this trust, he gets the revelation that his spouse was having an affair with a man named Brian Spears. So he sets out to find out who this man is. He learns that Brian Spear is a realtor, so he tries to set up a fake showing of one of Brian Spear's properties. But to do this, he has to involve his daughter in this whole process.
No, this is the right number. No, I'm his assistant, Sharon. How may I help you? That was Bonnie Tanaka, a realtor. She says that Mr. Spear is going to be on Kauai for the next week, but...
But I know where their cottage is.
You do? Let's go do it right now. Let's go knock on his door.
That's what I'm saying.
Later, he takes his two daughters to see the property he's trying to sell, and he realizes that his youngest daughter never had a chance to experience it.
Down there is where Mom and I would camp. What about me? I want to camp.
So now Matt is starting to feel the conflicts pile up. But he's got a lot more to find out. And in a moment, we will see the big revelation of the giant conflict that he doesn't even know about yet.
Brian Spear. What else you know about him?
Well, not much. He's lucky. Some bitch is gonna make a shitload of money on commissions.
Not if we don't go with that bid.
So now he learns that Brian Spears is one of the realtors.
We'll come after you, Matt. Just because you're a fucking lawyer doesn't mean the rest of us would be afraid to come after you.
And so his own cousin threatens to sue him for backing out of this Hollister deal.
All right. Listen up, everybody. Hey. Cousin Matty has an announcement. Get ready.
And there stands Matt King, having to deliver a very unpopular decision to all of his family. Was the decision not to sell the land the right decision? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But if his family does sue him, did he change his mind because it was the right decision? Did he change his mind so his daughter could camp on that land? Did he change his mind because the realtor was the man having the affair with his wife? Through no fault of his own, Matt King finds himself in the position where, because of his personal entanglements, there isn't any way for him to even look like he's making the right decision. At Arboretum, our goal is to ensure long-term financial security for our clients and their loved ones by providing compassionate guidance, reliable fiduciary services, and sophisticated investment management. If you would like to learn more about Arboretum Wealth and Trust Management, follow one of the links below to get in touch with one of our wealth management representatives.